Here we have Corbin Russwin's heavy duty 900 series trim. This trim is used with the ED 5000 series exit device. Right now this trim is set up for a right hand reverse bevel. We need to change this over so it can be used with a left hand reverse bevel door. To be able to do that, you need to have the opposite hand spring. They use two different springs, the left hand reverse bevel and the right hand reverse bevel. So let's take a look at what we have here. When we flip this over, we want to make a few observations. First, you note the lever handle's on this side. This hole in this component here is on the same side as the lever handle. You'll also notice you can see the entire blue spring on this side here, and that the spring is on the same side as the lever handle in reference to the screw there. So the first thing we're going to do is remove the cotter pin. We're going to remove the cotter pin. Now we're going to remove the nut. Once the nut is removed, we're going to remove the washer. The washer is now removed. Now we're going to remove these components here. So when we lift this up, if you look right here, we want to release the spring pressure on this piece right here. So if you push down on that, it will release the spring pressure. Now the spring pressure is done. We're going to pick this straight up. Remember the hole's on that side. So when we put this down, we're going to put it down so the hole is going to be on the opposite side, and that's how we're going to be using it after. So we're going to put it down just like that. This is the spring. Remember, it was on that side here. So when we put the red spring on, it has to go on the opposite side, like that. Okay, so we're going to put the blue spring, we're going to put it aside, and we're now going to remove the gear. When we pick up this gear, you're going to pick it straight up. Pick it straight up and just flip it right over. And that's exactly how it's going to be reinstalled. So we're going to place that down. We're going to rotate the lever 180 degrees. And now we're going to put the gear back on, just like we took it off, but the opposite way. Just like that. Now we're going to put the red spring on. The red, don't forget, you want that end of the spring on the same side as the lever handle. So that's going to sit just like that. This piece here, the hole is on the same side as the lever, so we're going to place this down just like that. Now it's time to spring load the lever. So the red spring, this end of the red spring needs to be slid this way to go into that ledge right there. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab onto the spring here and we're going to slide it this way. Once we slide it that way, it brings it and it gets caught on that edge there. And as you can see, that's what it looks like. And it's all set now. Just remember to push down the assembly. Next, you're going to put the washer back on. Put the castle nut back on. The castle nut is back on. Put the cotter pin on. Bend it over so it doesn't ever loosen up. And now it's all set. It's fully functional, and it is now set up for a left-hand reverse bevel door.